What's up, guys? It's CM Boom back with another video. I know this intro looks a little different. That's because I've been trying to record this video for like the past 2 days, but OBS has decided that it wanted to be dumb. So here it is. The intro looks a little different this time. But Black Ops 6 rank play comes out tomorrow. And so in this video, I'm going to give you guys some of the settings that you should be using to help get the most performance out of your PC, as well as some of the best controller settings that I found that I like, as well as other pros have recommended. Don't forget, I will be streaming on Twitch at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Sunday nights. We will be grinding rank play when that comes out. But yeah, go over there. You can check me out, give me a follow, come hang out. It's going to be a good time. I will be linked in the description below. But hey, enjoy the video. Some of the settings that I just use. My button layout is tactical. Basically, that moves my crouch off of circle to my right stick. And what that does is it allows me to just press my right stick and aim. You saw it kind of brought me into the menus here, but I can press my right stick, right, and aim as well. And that way I don't have to take my thumb off of the thumbstick to crouch, and that makes it a lot easier for sliding around corners, so you can always be ready to aim and adjust and react, so that way you don't get gunned down by an enemy because your thumb wasn't on your thumbstick. Horizontals, I play on 6.6 sensitivity. I keep all these simplified control presets off, controller vibration off. Dead zone inputs, again, this varies controller to controller, but mine is a very fresh controller, so I'm able to keep my left stick at a 0. My right stick is at 10, but the stick maxes are at 100. Your triggers, you want those at 0, obviously. I have mouse click triggers on I have a Battle Beeper controller, but you want that at 0. Again, it's going to vary controller to controller, so kind of just go into the firing range and tweak your dead zones to how your controller is configured. For aiming, sensitivity multiplier, we don't really touch that. Don't touch the look conversion. Aim assist is on, obviously, of course. And then if you go into the advanced settings, your aim response curve, dynamic. It's been the debate for years. Dynamic is the aim response curve that I'm on. It's what a lot of people are using. You want to be on dynamic. You can use standard if you like it a little bit better, but I'm on dynamic, and most people are on dynamic as well. For movement, the sprint assist, this is basically your auto tack sprint. I keep mine off because I like to actually press in. I'm using single tap sprint. I like to keep my inputs like my own, so I don't automatically tack sprint when I want to just be walking forward. Sprint assist delay is on 0 as well, and I keep the sprint assist sideways and the sprint assist backwards off. Mantle assist is off, crouch assist is off. You want the corner slice off as well. Slide slash dive behavior, tap the slide, and that means, so it'll be tap the slide when you're running, hold the dive, and then automatic airborne mantle off. I have sprint restore and slide maintain sprint on. Don't worry about the parachute behavior. Mantle cancels reload. I have that off so that you can reload while mantling. And vehicle advanced settings, you don't want to touch those. That's all Warzone stuff. For combat, the biggest thing here is taking your weapon mount activation. I keep that off because I don't really like mounting. Nobody really uses mounting in the CDL anyway. It kind of locks you onto a barrier, and it just keeps you stationary. And if you get caught, there's no real time to react. And then a lot of this stuff is just Warzone, finishing moves, your armor plate behavior, and scoreboard stuff. So that's going to be for your controller settings. Let's move on to the big ones, the graphics settings. So obviously for your basic display, everything, I prefer full screen borderless. That's because I have 2 monitors. You can try full screen exclusive. I have found that full screen borderless has provided me with a bit more bump in FPS. Black Ops 6 doesn't run the greatest, even on a high-end PC like mine. I have a Radeon 7900 XT, and I'm still sometimes struggling to get to that 240 refresh rate. It's just this game, for some reason. I think it's all the HD textures and stuff that it just isn't running as well as MW3 did last year. So obviously your display monitor is going to be whatever one you're playing on. Mine's my LG OLED panel. Display adapter is going to be your graphics card. Screen refresh rate, you want that set to whatever your your monitor is. Mine's 240, and then your display resolution, you set that to what your monitor is as well. Mine is 2560 by 1440p. Keep the aspect ratio on automatic. That's the shader preloading. Display gamma is 2.2. This is for using the this will depend on, I think it's 2.2 and 2.4. 2.4 is for TVs, whereas 2.2 is for monitors. Brightness, you can set that to however you want. For eco mode preset, I keep this to custom because you want your VSync off. You want your VSync for like your gameplay and your menus, you want those off. Custom frame limit. This is what I have set for mine. For your gameplay custom frame rate limit, you can do unlimited, but I set mine to my monitor's refresh rate at 240, and then my menu is 30, and then when I'm out of focus, the frame rate drops down to 60 for menu, 30 for out of focus. You can play around with that. That's what I have setting. Your reduced menu render resolution is just native. Pause game rendering off, and then reduce quality when active for 10 minutes. And then the big thing you want, HDR off. HDR gives you a huge hit to performance. You want that off. Again, we are trying to get the most frames possible. The game will still look good, but keep HDR off. Quality. This is actually pretty simple. You can use a preset. You can use a preset, but I use custom. So I have my custom, and a lot of it, basically, you just want to set everything to low or very low. I have a couple of things that I think got reset to high, so you want these set to low or very low. Your upscaling sharpening, that's going to depend on your graphics card. For me, it's AMD FSR 3. If you have an NVIDIA, it'll be an NVIDIA upscaling, and it'll probably be NVIDIA DLSS. So mine's AMD, but if you have an NVIDIA card, it'll be an NVIDIA upscaling program. So again, yeah, for everything, you kind of just want it set to very low or off. I do have bullet impacts and persistent effects on. That's just a personal choice. You can turn those off. But everything else you want, like I said, set to low or minimal. So low, very low, off, off, off. Like it's kind of basic. You want basically everything off that would kind of cause your PC to have to render more frames, or render more things, so then it would cause you to have less frames. So everything you want to basically low or off. Apply those. Yes, yes. For view, the motion reduction preset is on. Your FOV is going to be whatever you prefer. I play on 100. Sometimes I'll play on 105. Some people play on 105. Some people play 90. I like 100. It's what works for me. ADS field of view is affected. Weapon field of view default. Third person field of view, I don't really need to touch that because in ranked play there's no third person, and I don't know of anybody who really plays the third person mode anyway. Don't worry about the vehicles. And then the big thing you want to turn off here is your weapon motion blur and your world motion blur. Turn those off. That's been in since MW 2019. If you get motion sickness, this will cause motion sickness, and it's not comfortable to look at. Turn that off. First person camera movement, you want that set to least. That will ensure that when like score streaks, or if you get hit with a grenade, and you take a little bit of damage, your screen shakes the least amount, and it'll just reduce the visual clutter basically, and it helps so your screen doesn't shake as much. And yeah, third person ADS you don't have to touch. Again, third person you don't have to touch. And then I highly recommend turning on inverted flashbang. That'll cause your screen to go dark instead of a bright white, and it'll save your eyes and be more comfortable, especially if you are streaming for your viewers, so they're not flashed as well. Well, that is going to be it for the graphics and controller settings. Again, Black Ops 6 ranked play is coming out in just a couple of days. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my hands on it. The map list looks a little it's not the best, but with maps like Hacienda coming in Season 1 Reloaded, we know for sure that will be changed. I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited as well, and I will catch you guys in the next one.